Hi everyone, welcome to this short hatha yoga class where we will be focusing on our shoulders primarily. My name is Zach, and you may like a strap or a belt if you have one available. It's not necessary, but if you have one, that could be useful at one point. So let's go ahead and get started. If you'd like to take a minute, perhaps pause the video, get any props that you need, a mat, pillow to sit on, anything to arrange your space, please do so. And we'll begin by coming to our comfortable seated position, whatever that is. That could be on the floor, it could be in a chair, truly whatever feels like the most supportive seated posture to maintain an erect spine while also being comfortable. Let's take a moment and let the eyes close. You can also always gaze downward if that's preferred instead. Exhale fully, invite the body to soften through the hips, through the feet and hands. Check that the shoulders are relaxed and let them float wherever they naturally feel the most spacious. Allow the throat to be open, the jaw and tongue and all the facial muscles to be relaxed. Focus on the inhale and the exhale, following the natural rhythm of the breath as we mentally bring our attention fully to this present practice, doing our best to maintain this full attention throughout this time. And we'll share 3 ohms together. You're welcome to join or remain silent. If you join, focus on the feeling of the vibration internally more so than the sound. Inhaling for 3 ohms. Beginning to open the eyes. And we'll use our next full inhale to sweep the arms overhead towards the ceiling. Give a good stretch up through the fingers, lifting, and then lower the left hand, bending to the left side. Allow the head to be neutral. Coming up and to the other side, extending through the upraised arm. Coming up, lowering both hands now. And we'll come on to our hands and knees. You can set any props you may be used for seated to the side. So find a neutral position on the hands and knees. Feeling balanced front to back, side to side. The back of the neck is in line with the rest of the spine. Extend the left arm alongside the ear. Step the right foot back, lifting it parallel to the floor, reaching in opposite directions, lifting, and lower both sides down. Now the right arm extends, left leg presses back and lifts parallel to the floor, and as you reach in opposite directions, each side lifts slightly and lowers. Let the hips move side to side. We'll make full rotations with each arm. So extend the left arm forward, turn the thumb down and rotate up. Let the chest open towards the ceiling and find a full rotation back, down and forward. Do this a second time. Full open rotations through the shoulder area, coming forward and lower that hand down. And now the other side. Extend the right arm fully. Turn the thumb down as you then lift up, making a full rotation with that right arm. A second time. And lowering the right hand down. Sliding the right hand under the left arm now, coming to the outside of the right cheek. The left hand can extend above the head or right behind the low back. Feel like the right fingertips want to draw further to the outside, and actively press the hips to the right to accentuate the stretch in the upper back. The side of the neck is loose. Now bring the left hand near the face to lift back up. And we'll move to the other side, sliding the left hand under the right arm. That right hand can move above the head, and the hips actively move to the left to accentuate that openness through the upper back. Bringing the right hand back near the face to lift yourself up. We'll start to curl the toes and lift the hips. Have the hands more near the feet than you would in a full downward facing dog. This is a more closely spaced downward facing dog. So you can press back through one leg and then the other a few times as those muscles behind the legs loosen. Let the head dangle loosely. And again, with the feet and hands closer than is typical in downward facing dog, bring the left hand to the center of the mat and bring the right hand back, taking hold of the left ankle. So a little twist here, and you can add some traction, turning the torso, release, and we'll do the other side. So the right hand in the center, left hand to the right ankle, twisting the torso, releasing, walking the hands back to meet the feet, and we'll come to a standing position at the top of the mat. Taking a moment to ensure that the feet are parallel, hips width distance apart, or closer if that's preferred. The weight of the body is well balanced. Squeeze the shoulders towards the ears tightly and release. Let them, again, remain in a floating, spacious type area. Often there's a cue of drawing the shoulders down and back or something similar. That's not a bad cue. Sometimes we can go a little too far in any direction. The shoulders are a bit complicated, the whole shoulder girdle, so allow the sense of spaciousness and neutrality to guide how the shoulders are. No matter how much we relax the shoulders and arms, they will never fall off, so we can completely relax the shoulders. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. Stretch the arms out, palms facing one another, coming overhead and slightly back. Take hold of opposite elbows, coming upright, bend to the right and to the left. Keeping this hold of the opposite elbows, bend the knees, extend the body forward, coming down into a forward fold. Let the hands remain clasped around the elbows as the head completely releases and the torso sways side to side. Placing the left hand down in the center now, right hand to the low back. Inhale to extend forward and then rotate to the right. Right hand lifting to the ceiling. Let the knees bend as needed. Lowering the right hand down. Left hand coming to the low back. Inhale to extend forward. Exhale, rotating to the left. Actively reaching towards the ceiling. Lowering the left hand down now. And we'll step the left foot back into a low lunge. Allow the pelvis to relax as the spine extends. Bring the hands to the front thigh. The back toes can be curled or flat. Lower the left arm. Inhale to raise the right. And keep this dual action of one arm lowering, one arm lifting. So we very mindfully bend towards the left, each leg pressing down to maintain stability. Coming up and to the other side, lower the right arm, lift the left, mindfully bending to the right. Releasing both hands down now and stepping back, downward facing dog. Strong arms, heavy heels. Come forward, lower knees, chest and chin. Keep the hips slightly lifted. Then lower the hips and slide forward. Lift head and chest slightly, elbows back. Exhale, press into the hands, hips high, downward dog. On the next inhale, the left foot steps forward for a lunge on this side. Soften the pelvis, extend through the spine, and bring the hands to the front thigh. The weight is generally sinking down and forward. Now lower the right arm, lift the left, continue extending up through that left arm as we mindfully bend to the right, both feet pressing down for balance and stability. Coming up into the other side. Lower both hands down and step the back foot forward, forward fold. Knees can be bent or straight. Lift the toes and slide the palms under the feet so the toes are at the crease of the wrist. Let the head fully release. Press the feet down to the hands and start to lift the upper back away. Keep the chin tucked, feeling this stretch through the upper back into the shoulders. Release the hands. Extend the arms wide. Inhale to extend the torso, lifting up, arms overhead, lengthening back. And exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Relaxing the arms. Continuing with a balancing practice, Garudasana, the eagle pose. If you'd like to turn and face any direction that helps you find a point on the floor or wall to focus on, that can be helpful, or even come to a wall or chair for balance support. Let the knees be loose. Extend the arms forward and wrap the right arm over the left. The hands can come to the tops of the shoulders or can wrap all the way around so the palms meet. Draw the right arm over to the left. It really accentuate drawing that arm to the left here. And we'll take the right foot over the left. It can be on the outside, on the floor, or wrap around the calf. Let the weight sink down. But today, focus primarily on continuing to draw that right arm to the right, stretching behind the right shoulder blade area. The breath remains steady. On the next inhale, lifting and releasing. And now the left arm extending forward over the right, drawing the left arm towards the right, and now the left foot stepping over the right foot to the floor or wrapping around the calf. The weight sinks down. On the next inhale, lifting and releasing. Now step the feet wide, facing the long edge of your mat. Have the toes in just slightly to help root down through the outside of the feet. Extend the arms wide. Let the shoulders be floating, loose. Left arm comes overhead. And take hold with the right fingers in the left hand. Add some traction as you draw towards the right. Coming up and to the other side, right arm overhead. Take hold with the left fingers, adding a pull to the left side. Coming up and lowering the arms. Hands to the hips, and as you exhale, extend forward, low abdomen up and in. Pause halfway, check that the legs are actively engaged, pressing down. Abdomen is firm. Lower the hands and completely release the torso the rest of the way. If the feet need to adjust, allow them to adjust a little wider or perhaps closer. With the legs active, hands come behind the low back, clasping fingers and lifting the arms towards the ceiling, stretching up. Release back to the low back. Change the lace of the fingers. Re-extend the arms up. Release the hands down. Have the left hand in the center. Inhale to lift the torso out halfway. Rotate to the right arm coming up to the ceiling. Lower the right hand down and to the other side. Inhale to lengthen and rotate to the left. Exhale the left hand down. And with the support of the hands, you can step the feet a little closer before lowering one knee and then the other. And we'll come to a child's pose here. The knees can be apart or together, sitting the hips back over the heels, lowering the forehead to the mat. And today, have the elbows bent with the hands coming together behind the head in a prayer position behind the head, helping to expand and open the back of the shoulder area. Release the hands. Start to lift the torso, and we'll be coming forward to lie on the abdomen in a prone position on the front side of the body. Have the forehead down with the palms under the shoulders. Legs are hips width distance apart or closer. Exhale fully to release the weight of the body down. And as the elbows hug towards the torso, inhale, lengthen forward, curl the head and chest up. Slide the forearms forward, lifting into the Sphinx variation. The elbows are just slightly forward from the shoulders. You're still lifting up through the head, drawing the chest forward. You're welcome to pause here or keep the left arm as it is. Press the right hand forward so that you're lifting the right side slightly higher, and rotate the body a little to the left, pressing into that right hand. Lower the right elbow now. Extend the left hand forward. Lift that left shoulder a little higher as you rotate to the right. Releasing down. Press into both hands, lifting to your maximum comfortable edge. Exhale and fully lower all the way down. Relax the arms alongside the body, cheek to one side. Or you can place the forehead on top of stacked hands. Bring palms under the shoulders and press back up to hands and knees. simply as a means to sit the hips to one side and extend the legs forward. With the legs forward, let the knees be bent. Hands come behind the seat with the fingers pointing back. We'll keep the seat down, but press into the hands, pressing the chest up and forward. Let the head relax back. It's not dead weight. We are lengthening the neck back, pressing the chest forward as the hands press down. And now coming upright. If you'd like a prop to sit on, a cushion or blanket, please feel free to get that under the seat. We'll be taking the right leg over the left, moving in the direction of having the knees stacked over one another. It's not necessary. As you see, that's not what I'm currently doing, but we're moving in that direction. And here's where a strap or belt may be helpful. You can unwind it. And sitting with the right knee moving over the left knee, take the strap in the right hand, lift it up. The left hand comes under and behind to take hold of the bottom of the strap. And if you don't have a strap, you can move the hands in this direction. Perhaps they meet. And if not, you can press the low hand into the back with that right hand into the shoulder to accentuate the opening through the elbows. If you have the strap, actively give a little tug to the strap, primarily drawing down, lifting the right elbow as we remain erect in the spine. On the next exhale, start to release forward, and perhaps you only come a slight ways, perhaps you come further. Pause at wherever you feel an edge. Let the back of the head lengthen. And on the next exhale, coming up, releasing the strap to the side. Taking the left hand to the right knee, inhale to sit tall, exhale, rotating to the right. Releasing to center. Unwinding the legs, and we'll come to the other side. So this time the left leg over the right. Each side may be noticeably different. Taking the strap in the left hand if it's available. Right hand coming from under to take hold of the strap, or again simply clasping the fingers. You can press the hands into the back, helping to open through the shoulder area. Encourage that left elbow to lift even as the hand is lowering. And we're not aiming for directly behind the head. It is off center. In this case, it's on to the left side slightly, more over the left shoulder. On your next exhale, starting to release forward, pausing at any place where you feel a good amount of stretching, and always doing our best to maintain length through the spine. On the next inhale, rising up, lowering the strap to the side. Right hand coming to the left knee. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale, rotating to the left. And on the exhale, releasing to center. Coming now, we'll release the legs, give a little shake through the legs, and we'll find our most comfortable seated position. Cross-legged would be preferred here, but if that's not as comfortable, a chair or kneeling is also fine. We will be bringing our forehead towards the floor here. If you'd like a block or a book or some item to lift a little higher. From your seated position, Take the hands behind the low back, clasp one wrist with the other hand. Let the eyes close. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale, extending forward and lowering the forehead down, either to the floor or a prop, or simply tucking the chin towards the chest. And the idea is that we can completely release the body here, relax as many muscles and areas of the body as possible, inviting our awareness to move further within. On the next inhale, lengthening the spine, lifting up. Release the hands to the lap and observe how you feel. Come to lie now on the back in Shavasana. You can have the legs straight, or if you prefer the knees bent with the soles of the feet on the floor, that's an option as well. And we'll have a brief relaxation here, allowing the body to integrate, allowing all of the systems of our body to balance and harmonize. Take a deep breath, expanding the abdomen, the chest, holding the inhale at the top. Open the mouth and exhale. And for a good minute here, we'll remain as relaxed as possible, letting go of everything that can be let go of. If time allows, please continue lying in this relaxing position as long as is beneficial. You may also add some breathing practices and a seated meditation. Thank you for joining this class, and we'll see you next time. Om Shanti.